Hello there. I haven't done a video like this in a while, but I'm going to be. Let me switch to this real quick. I'm going to be showing off a consistent 135 Wing Fortress strat that I sort of. Well, I didn't make the strat, but I figured out a way to make it consistent and exactly how this strat works. So. The beginning of the level is the exact same, but we're going to be doing the Worcester route in the beginning here with these platforms. So that spin dash is pretty important. You need to get a relatively fast spin dash. If you use the grading hack, your spin dash needs to be faster than 700 here. So the first number here has to be a 7. And then you need to hold right throughout this entire section and roll as late as possible into these fans. Now this is the important part, the most important part. If you don't do this, this will not work. You need to land here and you need to roll for at least 1 frame before jumping. And if you do this, you will skip these monkey bars. Whereas if you do not roll, you will not. And the reasoning for this is because when you roll jump here, you actually end up maintaining your speed better than if you don't. Since you can't hold right in midair when you're in a running state. The control lock actually helps you here, and that's why this strat works. You also roll here. This is pretty important too, so make sure to roll here. And now this is also, I'd say this is probably the hardest part of this route. You need to, as soon as you pass these monkey bars, you need to press left a little bit and then jump. And then around here in midair, you need to press left for a certain amount of time as well, in order to slow down enough to not grab these bars. As you can see, I'm grabbing them here. But if you slow down enough, you will not do that. Then you need to jump on here. This jump's a little bit tricky. It's a lot harder than it looks, actually, this jump onto the platform. But if you can pull this off, you are on pace to get a 135 Wing Fortress. You don't have to do any of the like super crazy strats after this, like the perfect spin dash jump here. You don't have to do this jump where you stop right here or anything. You can just do the rest of the level normally with the double spin dash and everything. You also do need to get this, but this is pretty trivial. Actually might have messed that manip up there. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. So kill the boss here, right? Jump down. And if you see Sonic hit the plane at a 55, that means you have done everything correctly. Now, I did hit that at like a low 56, but this is still a 135. Yeah. You can be faster than that. That wasn't a super fast level, but that's basically the gist of it. It's very important to roll in the spots that I explained. If you don't, you will not get this to work. I don't actually know how early you have to roll here for it to not work, but let me see if this works. This should still work. I don't think I rolled. Okay, no, that's too... oh, my spin dash speed isn't correct here. Okay, so that still works. As long as you don't roll too early here, you should be fine. And that's basically it for this, honestly. I don't know if there's anything else to cover. This is viable for runs, but it is pretty difficult. In fact, I'd say if you do this strat, this makes Wing Fortress probably within the top 5 hardest levels in the run. Whereas usually it's nowhere near that. But I'd say if you're a top runner and you want to do this in runs, go for it. Just make sure to practice this a lot and you'll honestly be okay. You shouldn't have too many issues.